Hi everyone, my name is Finance Francis, and today we're going to learn all about the history of the stock market and about how you can analyze the market using well-known stock averages. We will begin by reviewing concepts from Lesson 3. Then we will learn vocabulary for Lesson 4, learn about stock averages and how to analyze them, take a math break to calculate average values of stock, and end with a reflection activity. By the end of this week, you should all be able to read and analyze the central ideas from the lesson presentation, explain various forms of stock measurements, analyze using the Dow Jones and S&P 500 to grade stock performance at given time periods, and calculate average value of stock prices. Remember, you have to be chosen to be a participant in the Stocks in the Future program. Through this program, you are being given an amazing opportunity to become an investor in the stock market. Having the opportunity to purchase stock will be your reward for regular school attendance and good report card grades. Now turn to page 4.1 in your student workbook, and using what you have learned from Lesson 3, complete the flash review with a nearby partner. Now that you have reviewed, let's go over vocabulary for Lesson 4. Follow along with me on page 4.2 as I read each definition aloud. The first term is stock average. Stock average is a measurement of the average price of a group of stocks. The next term is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. This is a well-known average price of stock from 30 huge U.S. companies. Next is the S&P 500. This is also a well-known stock average, but it includes 500 of the best U.S. companies. The last term is index fund. Index funds are funds that allow an investor to buy a small part of many different companies. Now, using the new vocabulary terms from above, fill in the following statements on page 4.2 of your student workbook with your class. Hi again. Now that you have mastered the new vocabulary, you're going to learn a lot about how to apply these terms in the real world. With your class, review the PowerPoint provided by your teacher, and then work on the activity on pages 4.3, 4.4, and 4.5 of your student workbook. Let's now look at how we can grade stock averages, such as the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is graded according to what kind of gain or loss it made in the price of the stocks. Look at the following chart on page 4.6 of your student workbook, and then explain to a nearby partner what each category in the left column means. Then complete pages 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, and 4.9 with the help of your classmates and teacher. Now that you have just learned so much about stock averages, let's take a math break to learn how to calculate the average value of stock. In order to calculate the average value of stock, like the S&P 500, you need to remember how to find the mean, or average, of numbers. Turn and talk to your neighbor to complete the first example.
Today for our math break, we are going to practice calculating the average value of stocks. To calculate the average value of a stock, like the S&P 500, you need to remember how to find the mean, or average of numbers. Follow along on page 4.10 of your student workbook as I help you complete the example problem. First, we must add up all the numbers. When we add them, we get 316 and 2600ths. Then we must divide by how many numbers are in the list, which is 7. So 316 and 2600ths divided by 7 comes out to be about 45 and 1800ths. Now, work with a partner or two to complete the rest of the problems. Then we will go over the answers together. For number 1, all the values add up to $408.47. Divided by the amount of numbers in the list, which is 5, brings the average value to about $81.69. For number 2, there are 6 different averages you could have calculated using any 2 numbers given. The average of the Disney and Walmart stock was $78.25. The average of Disney and Nike was $76.97. The average for Disney and Coca-Cola was $59.37. Walmart and Nike was $75.15. Walmart and Coca-Cola was $57.55, and Nike and Coca-Cola's average was $56.26.
You did a great job today. Before we are done, think about the information you have learned in this lesson. The S&P Index Fund is a popular type of investment. However, you can choose to invest in specific companies. Pretend you're working with 2 people that want to invest. You decide to advise one of them to invest in the S&P Index Fund and the other to purchase shares of individual companies. Use the space below on page 4.11 of your student workbook to explain why you would tell them to invest in different things. How are these people different? Thank you for being such a great listener today. Goodbye.